Hey everyone, this is JT, Iamthetie, coming back at you with part 12, I think, of The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past walkthrough. Anyway, if you saw the last video, I left off right here. I wanted to grab the piece of heart really quickly. I forgot to grab something over close to the desert, so I'm going to go ahead and go back into the Dark World. And then obviously I'm going to... Well, I meant to unequip the magic mirror. Or pretty much what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go ahead and just get the Bombos medallion while I have the opportunity to do so. And then there's a couple of things I wanted to do. I'm going to see how many heart pieces I can pick up. I forgot to time the video again, because there's no set timer on the recording thing that I'm using right now, because I can't see the recording object at the bottom of the screen, because I have the game set to full screen. That way it gives better quality in terms of recording. But obviously, if you guys remember this area in the Light World, this was actually a plateau. So you go ahead and you just transport yourself right here, and then you'll find a stone tablet. So it's like the Book of Moses. You go ahead and you read it, and it says, "Hold up your Master Sword," and then you get the magic of Bombos. So go ahead and do that, and then you're gonna get the Bombos medallion for all your trouble. Ta-da! And for some reason the medallion falls from the sky, so obviously it's a gift of the gods. And then we'll go ahead, just go back into the Dark World, and then we'll go ahead and actually start our Errand run. But anyway, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are enjoying the walkthrough, obviously. This is all just going to be Errand stuff, so not going to be too much. We can talk about whatever random things pop up into my mind. You ever notice that the mushroom guys they look like mushrooms, they got wings. These guys are kind of like Goomba. But then you get, they're porky pigs, and... Oh, so they're crab. You can run into these people, and they spit bombs at you. But some of them are mean, and some of them aren't. Like, this guy's actually pretty nice, and then he tells you he used to be a human, and then he turned into a tree, and then you just saying that the forest, the two forests in the Light and the Dark World are connected to each other. Ah, leave me alone. But you're going to see that in just a second, so I'm going to go ahead and go over here, and I'm going to run into this poor fella. And then after wandering into this world, I turned into this shape, and I enjoyed playing the flute in the original world. This is the son of that old man who was sleeping in Kakariko Village. And basically there was a small grove where many animals gathered, and I want to see that place again. I buried my flute there with some flower seeds. Will you try to find it? And of course you want to find it, so you can go ahead and give you a shovel. Borrowed a shovel, and then you can dig in many places. So we're gonna go ahead and just look for his flute now. So he planted it back in the Light World before he went off on his quest for the golden power. And he ever went into this area, basically his spirit is playing music for these animals, but if you approach it, then he just kind of scatters. But I'm not gonna disrupt him at this point. I just wanna go ahead and just dig up the flute, which I believe is in this area. Here we go. But once you grab the flute, his spirit in the Light World disappears and stops playing the flute itself. So now we go ahead and we're just going to go back into the Dark World now. And then you go ahead and talk to him. He's like, well, thank you. But it looks like I can't play my flute anymore because, you know, obviously he's like this weird deer tree thing. Please take it. If by chance you go to the village I lived in, please give it to a tired old man you will find there. Well, my mind is getting hazy. Please let me hear the flute. So we're going to go ahead and play it one last time. And then he actually turns into a tree. So I don't know why why everyone else turned into trees, but they can still talk to you, but for some reason he actually legitimately turns into a tree. That always confused me, and it's always a little bit sad, because obviously that old man will never see his son again, but you're gonna like what you get for having the flute. If you do that, that's a little mini game. I'm gonna go ahead and then grab another piece of heart in this area. And basically this is the shovel game. I'm gonna go ahead and for those of you who didn't notice what I did a while ago, what I ended up doing was that I dug up a piece of heart that was in this little mini game that we played. I'm going to cut out a whole bunch of the extra piece, so you're going to see a cut in the video. Obviously, if you've seen that, I apologize. But yeah, digging through that stuff isn't really all that interesting. Anyway, over on this side, you're going to notice that you can't get through here because it's a dark stone, and you can't lift those up yet. You don't have the strength. So, heeding the advice of that one girl beforehand, we're going to have to go into the light world and then find a way to get to the other side of that area. I'm going to head and move over in that direction, and first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just play the flute for that old man. And then he's like, "Oh, you found the flute? Where is he? Is he alright?" And then obviously we got to tell him that his son is now a tree, and he can tell that we're really, really sorry. And but there is one nice thing that you can do with the flute. Obviously, the flute seems very worthless, but if you play the song in front of the windmill, or instead of the wind directional thing that they have here, what's going to happen is that it's going to release a really, really awesome bird. And this bird's really, really cool. So basically what's going to happen is that this bird allows you to transport to all different areas of the overworld map whenever you call upon him. So I'm going to go ahead and call upon him right now. And then I'm going to have him go ahead and take me over to the witch doctor. And like, I told the witch doctor I want some magic powder. So we're going to pick up the magic powder now. And this would be for delivering that mushroom. So now we have magic powder, which is really, really awesome. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and then just travel back to Kakariko Village. And now we can run a couple more errands before we continue on our quest. If you go this way, you're going to notice that it has a dark stone. You can't reach basically the rock that you need to get to. So we're going to go ahead and then just take the back road over here. Go to the Lost Woods. Get all these bad guys out of the way. Throw something at him. And it's actually pretty easy to get to the stone that we need to get to. We're going to go ahead and go through the back way here. And I love the overworld, how the Lost World completely cleared up after we picked up the Master Sword. And you know how it had that crazy music and it was all foggy. But here's the puddle that we go into, and that's going to transport us to the Dark World. So now we are on the outside edge, as you can tell. We're right between dungeons 3 and 4. So we're going to go ahead and just move in that direction. There's a couple more things I want to do. Obviously, this place is called the Village of the Outcasts. There's no one to talk to here, so I would suggest not trying to talk to too many people. There are thieves, and if they run into you, they steal your items. So don't let them do that. There's a piece of heart in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And I'm going to cut out whenever I don't get it, and then I'll just cut to the point where I actually grab the item. So that's what you're going to see in a couple of seconds. Here we go, we got it. We got the piece of heart. That was actually on the second try, so that was pretty good for me. So now we filled up another heart container. Epic. But here's the crazy person that chases you. You want to keep them at bay, because if they run into you, they'll just start stealing your items, and that's no fun. But now that I'm in pretty good shape, I'm going to go ahead and then just go to this area. And you're going to see in a second what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and double our magic meter now. So basically the easiest way to do that is to just go ahead and see this little hammer post over here. We're going to go ahead and just knock that in. That's going to take us into a secret passageway. You want to go to the passageway up to the top, and you're going to see this weird this thing of blood, of sangria or something. And then basically what you're going to do is throw a magic powder on it. And you're gonna release a vampire bat. And he's like, "Hey, blast you for waking me from my deep dark sleep." I mean, thanks. But now I will get my revenge on you. Get ready for it. Is that okay with you, sir? So basically he's actually really, really excited that you released him from his slumber, and he's gonna reward you. So this is exactly what he's doing right now. He's like, "I laugh at your misfortune. Now your magic power will only drop by 1/2. Congratulations. Now do your best, even though I'm sure it won't be enough." Basically what he's just saying is that you consume your magic at half the amount that you did before. So it looks like, because when I first played it, I thought that he was going to have my magic power, strength of my magic power, so I got angry. I played through the whole game. My magic power went by way too quickly, but no, he just halves it, the reduction of it, so in essence he doubled your magic meter, so it's awesome. Go ahead and definitely talk to the vampire bat. We're gonna go ahead and go back into the village of the Outcast now, and then we're gonna go ahead and just grab a couple more pieces of heart. I'll explore this city a little bit later in case there's more pieces of heart, and I'll let you guys know in the next video. I'm pretty sure this video is gonna run a little bit long, so I just want to try to minimize the stuff that I'm doing here. But there's a ton of stuff that I want to be able to pick up still, so this is actually precisely what I'm gonna do. Go ahead, go this way. And then you're going to see that you don't have a normal walkway to get up to this platform before. So we're going to go ahead and just use the magic mirror now, and then transport ourselves back into the light world. And then go ahead and grab a piece of heart that's hidden over here. Piece of heart. You know, they're everywhere. It's great, isn't it? But it's really nice. You don't have to go out of your way to get any of the pieces of heart, really, in this whole game. So this game's really nice in that respect. And then this is a little secret for me. Normally what you have to do is you have to wait in order to get basically the vanishing cape, the magic cape. It'll just transport you back into the dark world. But now we're right here. And basically, if you want to get in there, you just ram right into the stone, and then you go straight inside. And then here we go. Ta-da! It's a magic cape, and basically what it does is it makes you invisible, so you can actually walk through objects, which is critical for getting one more heart piece that we're going to go ahead and do. Got one more heart piece, which is pretty much the only thing I wanted to do in this section of the walkthrough. I mean, like, the errands are a little bit complicated. If you go inside of that place, there's going to be a guy who's going to tell you a story for a nominal fee. And basically, it just helps you if you don't know where the heart pieces are, or, you know, you don't know a whole bunch of secrets to the game. But anyway, if you guys want to see the Bombos Medallion in action, there are 2 pterodactyl birds, and they take away 3 hearts each. So I don't feel like dealing with them. I'm going to go ahead and just use the Bombos Medallion right now to show it off. And basically, it sets everything on fire. So it's really useful. It just kills everything on screen. And then a piece of heart to whoever has the cape. That's what the sign said. So obviously, we're going to go ahead and then just use the cape in this area right here. And go through here. And basically you're going to get to this point right here, and it doesn't seem like you have a way to get across, but you do have a hook shot. So just, you know, kind of grapple, see what's over there, and there are skulls, so perfect for you. And then now just go ahead and just equip your magic cape, and now you can walk through that little bouncy ball thing. And then you can go ahead and just grab the piece of heart. So we'll go ahead and grab that piece of heart. And then obviously I'm being chased by a pterodactyl bird. I hate pterodactyl birds. And then, like I said before, when the lumberjack area was actually in the light world, they were basically cutting a hollow tree. So we're gonna go ahead and get the piece of heart that they were cutting into in the hollow tree. So you just go ahead and you run into this tree right here, and then it drops into a giant hole. And then what that will enable you to do, I think there's fairies on this side. I only have one fairy, so go ahead and grab that. And then there you go, there's another piece of heart. So we're really close to filling up another heart meter, so this is really, really good. And I'm pretty sure that we still have basically 5 hearts to collect from the bosses themselves, and then just a couple more pieces of heart. So we've really grabbed almost all the pieces of heart in the whole game already, so this is really, really good. And yeah, I don't know where I am in this video right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and just stop it right here. Actually, well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and just put myself near the sanctuary area and grab a couple of magic items down at the potion shop, and then, you know, we'll just get the ball moving on the next dungeon. So like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I hope it's kind of informative. There's a lot of heart pieces that you can pick up. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and catch you guys next time. Bye.